Welcome to Elderly Wisdom Stories. I'm Richard, and today we'll explore an incredibly important topic: the value of keeping certain personal secrets as your shield for preserving dignity and inner peace, especially in the golden years between 50 and 75. In this video, I'll share the 9 secrets to keep that will help maintain your sense of self-control and tranquility. These secrets include your age, financial matters, family secrets, prescriptions in health, romantic life, charitable actions, personal achievements, past wounds, and your private beliefs. If you want to continue living peacefully and confidently, free from the pressures of others' opinions, stay tuned until the end of the video. I promise each secret will serve as a key to expanding your private space and nurturing your inner calm. What about you? Do you keep any of these secrets? Leave a comment with 1 if you're keeping at least one of these 9 secrets, or 0 if you're still unsure. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. Next, let's dive into the first secret: your age, a number best kept private. First and foremost, it's important to acknowledge that in American culture, asking someone's age is often seen as an icebreaker when meeting new people. However, this seemingly innocent question can be a ticking time bomb that triggers age-related biases, also known as ageism. According to the American Psychological Association, about 60% of older adults encounter discriminatory behavior once others know their true age. Firstly, revealing your age means handing others a map that allows them to make assumptions about your abilities or health. For instance, some colleagues might quietly exclude you from projects requiring agility, or a doctor might instinctively suggest rest, even when you're in perfect health. Not only does this harm your self-esteem, but it can also confine you to rigid expectations based solely on a number. Secondly, knowing your real age can activate the countdown mentality. Once someone knows you're over 70, they might unknowingly treat you as if you're already at the end of the road, leading to unnecessary advice or even excessive sympathy. While these gestures might come from a place of kindness, they often stifle your autonomy and decision-making. Therefore, let others guess your age based on your demeanor, voice, and energy, not just a number. I've personally seen my grandmother, who's 78, always keep her age a secret when talking to new friends. As a result, she is constantly invited to community activities because people perceive her as a dynamic and youthful individual. Ultimately, keeping your age a secret means maintaining the freedom to shape your life on your terms, rather than being influenced by a number. Remember, age is just a number. You are the one who leads your journey. Next, let's explore the second secret: your financial situation. The mystery: freedom. First, it's important to understand that revealing your income, assets, or debts is not just about sharing information. It also opens the door to external judgments and pressures. According to a survey by the Financial Planning Journal, up to 54% of older adults experience discomfort when friends or family are aware of their financial situation, leading to unwanted loan requests or feelings of being pitied. Moreover, when others know you are financially well off, they may view you as a walking ATM, frequently knocking on your door for financial help, whether it's covering lunch or taking risks with investments. On the other hand, if you're going through financial difficulties, disclosing your situation can lead others to pity you or label you as unwise or poor at managing money. According to the principle of autonomy in social psychology, keeping your financial matters private helps you maintain control over your life, free from the expectations of friends, family, or even yourself. I witnessed Mr. Mark, a close neighbor of mine who always kept his bank balance secret to avoid becoming the go-to for loans to fund his children's startups. As a result, he maintained strong relationships without being overwhelmed by unnecessary financial transactions. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises you to share your financial details sparingly, only with a trusted financial advisor or a close friend. For everyone else, keep your income, real estate value, investments, or debts in your files. Finally, protecting your financial privacy isn't about lacking generosity, but rather about preserving your autonomy, freedom to spend, freedom to invest, and freedom to make decisions without being second-guessed. That way, you can truly experience the peace of mind and power that comes from being in control of your own life. Continuing from the importance of keeping financial matters private, let's now turn to the third secret: family secrets, protecting close bonds. First, it is important to affirm that conflicts, misunderstandings, or personal upheavals between generations should only be shared within the family, where love and responsibility are present to understand and reconcile. According to the American Psychological Association, family is the most crucial spiritual ecosystem, and if internal family matters are spread outside, they can break trust, spark gossip, and damage relationships. Moreover, when you take personal matters, such as disagreements with your children or past hurts, outside the family, outsiders will only hear fragmented pieces of information, leading to misconceptions or wrongful judgments. This not only makes you feel betrayed, but it can also put your family in a defensive stance, preventing you from collectively finding solutions and mending wounds. For example, I witnessed Mrs. Linda, 74 years old, sharing with her friends about an argument with her daughter over the management of an inheritance. As a result, people in the neighborhood started gossiping, advising her to decide quickly, don't let money slip away, rather than listening to the deeper reasons behind the conflict. This only escalated the tension and prolonged the wounds within the family. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises keeping internal family secrets, such as arguments, hurt feelings, or plans, within a trusted circle. This circle could be a family member you completely trust or a family counselor. By doing this, you not only protect your privacy, but also create space for family members to listen, understand, and heal together. Ultimately, when family matters are kept within the warm walls of the household, trust and connection become more resilient. This is also the foundation that allows you and your loved ones to weather challenges, building a peaceful and fulfilling home. Continuing from the topic of family secrets, let's now delve into the fourth secret: medications and health conditions, retaining control over your health narrative. First, it's important to understand that sharing intricate details about prescriptions, treatment regimens, or health complications not only causes others to focus excessively on your illness, but it can also lead to misguided advice. According to a study in the Journal of Health Psychology, approximately 62% of patients feel labeled and demotivated when too many people know about their health status in detail. Moreover, when you share too much, people tend to see you through the lens of a patient, rather than recognizing you as a whole person with interests, experiences, and values. This can lead to judgments like, he's resting too much, or unsolicited advice like, you should try this medication or that, without understanding your full medical history. For example, I witnessed an older friend, Mrs. Susan, 76 years old, who, after sharing her dosage of statins and blood pressure medication with her neighbors, received countless unsolicited suggestions to change her medication from people who weren't medical professionals. As a result, she became confused, stopped taking her medication for a while, and her blood pressure fluctuated, causing significant health risks. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises sharing only in a discreet and limited manner. Provide general information when necessary, such as, I'm taking medication to manage my blood pressure. But keep details about dosages, side effects, or treatment plans are private. You can always have in-depth discussions with your doctor, pharmacist, or a trusted family member to receive accurate advice while still protecting your privacy in other relationships. Ultimately, by keeping your medication habits private, you retain control over your health narrative. This allows you to maintain a positive, proactive image instead of being pigeonholed into the role of a chronic patient. This way, you can continue living dynamically, confidently, and find a balance between managing your health and enjoying life. Continuing from the topic of maintaining control over your health, let's now address the fifth secret: sexual life, the sacredness that should remain private. First, it's important to recognize that sexual needs and experiences do not disappear with age. On the contrary, for many older adults, intimacy brings emotional depth and greater spiritual connection. However, when details of one's sexual life are made public in the later years, it often leads to prejudice, from awkward glances, whispered comments, to doubts about the dignity of older adults. Moreover, a study by Indiana University found that 70% of people over 60 feel embarrassed when discussing their sexual life due to the fear of others viewing it as a taboo topic. This not only stifles openness, but also prevents you from fully enjoying private moments without feeling confined. For example, I once had a conversation with Mr. Allen, 74 years old, who has maintained a long-term relationship with his wife and feels his love for her growing deeper. However, whenever anyone asked about his bedroom life, he simply smiled and changed the subject. As a result, his friends and children always respected and honored his privacy, allowing him and his wife to nurture their bond without having to explain or justify themselves. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises you to keep the details of your sexual life private. Only share with those involved in a private, intimate setting. Let those intimate moments become a treasure between the two of you, where trust and love are exchanged and nurtured fully. In the end, by keeping your sexual life within the boundaries of privacy, you not only protect your dignity, but also honor the sacredness of the relationship. This allows you to freely express your emotions, foster connections, and continue enjoying your later years with passion and meaning. Next, let's explore the sixth secret: charitable acts given quietly. First, it's important to understand that publicly donating or showcasing your good deeds not only risks being seen as performative, but also creates pressure on those around you. According to a survey by the American Charitable Association, 64% of philanthropists believe that anonymous donations allow them to focus on the true value of the act rather than worrying about their public image. Moreover, when you boast about the amount of money or the items you have donated, the recipient may feel embarrassed or reluctant to accept the help. This attitude inadvertently diminishes the effectiveness of kindness, as the spirit of giving and receiving should be carried out with an open heart and mutual respect. For example, I once knew Mrs. Eleanor, 78 years old, quietly contributed to a scholarship fund for underprivileged students. She simply handed a check to the principal, requesting that her name be kept private until the scholarship ceremony. As a result, the students who received the scholarship felt both happy and proud to learn about the generous person supporting them, while Mrs. Eleanor preserved the humility and purity of her actions. Additionally, giving quietly helps you focus on the true purpose: to enhance the value of the community, rather than measuring or competing for generosity. Without an audience, kindness becomes pure, and you are the one who witnesses the positive impact on the lives being helped. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises, keep charitable activities private, whether it's donating to elderly individuals, supporting medical funds, or providing scholarships. Only share with those directly involved or the partnering organization, and let the actions speak for themselves. In the end, giving quietly not only honors the human value of charity, but also preserves dignity for both the giver and the receiver. This is the true form of charity, focusing on making a positive change rather than personal glory. When you do so, you're genuinely nurturing a better community while also maintaining inner peace for yourself. Next, let's explore the seventh secret: personal achievements. Honoring success through actions, not words. First, Mr. Richard emphasizes that talking too much about past successes or completed projects, although often stemming from pride, can inadvertently create feelings of discomfort or inadequacy in others. According to a study from Stanford University, consistently recounting achievements can lead others to perceive you as boasting, which in turn reduces their trust in you. Additionally, when you focus too much on recounting your successes, the relationships around you can be affected. Friends and colleagues may feel unappreciated or even envious. Even children who might hear too much about the glory of the past may hesitate to share their realities, fearing that they may not measure up to your experiences. For example, I once knew Mr. David, 72 years old, who had been the director of a large company. Initially, he loved telling stories about his major contracts, but over time, his former colleagues started to avoid him, fearing they would be compared. It wasn't until he started showing genuine interest through weekly mentorship sessions, sharing soft skills, and guiding younger professionals that his relationships became warmer and more respectful. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises, let your achievements speak for you through your conduct, kindness, and daily contributions. Rather than spending time reminiscing about past glories, you could benefit the community, such as by teaching, helping with volunteer projects, or simply showing respect, listening, and supporting others. Furthermore, consistent actions and dedication will leave a deeper impression than any story of success. A well-timed piece of advice, a small helpful gesture, or a friendly face not only portrays your value, but also inspires others. Finally, honoring your achievements through actions not only keeps you humble, but also preserves your dignity in the eyes of others. At that point, you no longer need to boast as your lifestyle and daily work speak volumes. This is a powerful message that words alone cannot match. Continuing with the theme of honoring actions and humility, let's delve into the eighth secret, wounds and resentments, letting go for inner peace. First, it's important to understand that holding on to past grievances and offenses not only fails to change the past, but also burdens the mind, preventing us from fully enjoying each moment of our later years. A study from the University of Kentucky shows that individuals who are unable to forgive tend to have higher cortisol levels, are more prone to chronic stress, and experience a weakened immune system. Moreover, when we cling to resentment, the brain repeatedly revisits the painful event, disrupting inner peace and potentially leading to insomnia, anxiety, or even depression. As Dr. Emily Brown, a psychologist, explains, forgiveness isn't forgetting. It's choosing not to let the past control your soul. For example, I once knew Ms. Helen, 79 years old, had carried a great deal of pain from losing a close friend from her youth. For decades, she held on to her anger over feeling abandoned. It wasn't until she attended meditation retreat and practiced the art of observing emotions that she realized her self-worth shouldn't be tied to someone else's mistakes. As a result, she began sleeping better, felt more joyful, and found new energy to reconnect with her family. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises that while it's fine to keep wounds private, it's essential to address them proactively through journaling, meditation, or seeking guidance from professional counselors. When you choose to release and forgive, even silently, you are freeing yourself from the cycle of resentment. As a result, you'll find that your soul feels cleaner, unburdened by grudges, no longer haunted by the past, and ready to open your heart to others. This is the stepping stone that allows you to move forward with a light heart, embracing the remaining years with a spirit of peace and self-possession. And finally, we arrive at the ninth secret, beliefs and personal mantras, inner strength that doesn't need to be displayed. First, Mr. Richard emphasizes that each of us has a personal philosophy, a mantra, or meditation practice that nourishes the soul and strengthens our will. However, when we openly share these spiritual practices and personal secrets, we risk losing the mystery and inner strength that comes with them. A study by Harvard University shows that keeping meditation habits and positive affirmations private can enhance focus and willpower by up to 40% compared to publicly sharing them. Moreover, when you reveal the details of your spiritual practices or affirmations, others may misinterpret or mechanically mimic them, causing the methods to lose their original effectiveness. Conversely, keeping these practices private creates a personal space where you can truly experience and meet yourself without pressure or judgment from others. For example, I once witnessed Ms. Margaret, 80 years old, who had a quiet stillness meditation practice every morning. For 20 years, she never shared her technique, only inviting those who were truly sincere to ask. As a result, she maintained a calm, steady mind and became a secret source of inspiration for many. Therefore, Mr. Richard advises that you keep your inner strength practice is private, whether it's your daily affirmation, a short 10-minute meditation, or a special breathing exercise. When you are the only one who knows exactly how you practice, you'll maintain consistency without being distracted by external opinions. Finally, remember that true strength doesn't need to be flaunted. When you secretly cultivate your willpower, you'll feel the confidence and peace radiating from within, and it's this inner calm and self-control that will guide you through the later years of life, after 50 to 75. In conclusion, keeping your personal beliefs and mantras private not only preserves your inner strength, but also demonstrates humility and respect for your personal growth. Only when you truly understand yourself can you live a meaningful and fulfilling life.